Changes ahead for people who use the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, more commonly known as SNAP. What you need to know about the changes and its impact. They'll no longer be able to buy certain foods like candy, pop, and some prepackaged groceries.
You don't need a new diet. You don't need willpower. You don't even need to eat less. Most people just eat the wrong version of the same foods.
We found only about $1.50 more. And while some are steering clear,
So double Big Mac sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen.
Anti-hunger and poverty advocates are concerned about the changes, but they stress there is still assistance available for Vermonters.
If you eat this, swap to this instead. Same comfort, same routine, better nutrition almost instantly. 1. If you eat white bread, swap to sourdough or sprouted grain. White bread digests fast, spikes blood sugar, and leaves you hungry again within hours. Sourdough and sprouted grain bread digest slower, thanks to fermentation and intact fiber. They cause smaller glucose spikes and keep you fuller longer, without tasting healthy. You still get toast. You still get sandwiches. You just stop riding the energy roller coaster. 2. If you eat sugary cereal, swap to Greek yogurt plus fruit. Most cereals are dessert in disguise. Even the whole grain ones digest like sugar. Plain Greek yogurt gives you protein. Real fruit gives fiber and sweetness. Together, they satisfy the same craving, without the crash. Same bowl, same spoon, completely different outcome. 3. If you drink fruit juice, swap to whole fruit or smoothies with protein. Juice removes fiber and concentrates sugar into liquid form. Whole fruit slows digestion. Smoothies can work, but only if protein or fat is added, Greek yogurt, nut butter, seeds. If you drink calories, they must be balanced, or they backfire. 4. If you eat flavored yogurt, swap to plain yogurt plus honey. Flavored yogurt is usually sugar with probiotics attached. Plain yogurt lets you control sweetness. A drizzle of honey or chopped fruit gives flavor without turning breakfast into dessert. Same taste profile. Half the sugar, double the control. 5. If you eat granola, swap to nuts plus seeds. Granola looks healthy but stacks sugar fast. Most people eat triple the serving size. Raw or lightly roasted nuts and seeds give crunch, fat, and fiber without hidden sweeteners. You still get texture. You still get satiety. You just stop overeating accidentally. 6. If you eat muffins, swap to eggs or protein pancakes. Muffins are cake with better PR. Eggs or protein-based pancakes deliver the same morning comfort, but actually stabilize hunger. If breakfast makes you hungry by 10 a.m., it wasn't breakfast. 7. If you use vegetable oil, swap to olive oil or butter. Highly refined seed oils oxidize easily and are often overused. Olive oil and butter are more stable and satisfying, meaning you naturally use less. Same cooking habit, less inflammation risk, better flavor. 8. If you eat white rice, swap to basmati or parboiled rice. Not all rice behaves the same. Basmati and parboiled rice digest slower and produce smaller blood sugar spikes compared to standard white rice. You don't need to quit rice. Just pick the version that works with your metabolism. 9. If you eat potato chips, swap to popcorn, air-popped. Chips are calorie-dense and easy to overeat. Popcorn gives volume, crunch, and fiber for a fraction of the calories, as long as it's air-popped or lightly seasoned. Same snacking motion. Way more food. Less damage. 10. If you drink soda, swap to sparkling water plus citrus. Soda trains your brain to crave sweetness with every sip. Sparkling water with lemon or lime gives the same bite without sugar. Most people don't miss soda. They miss carbonation. 11. If you eat candy, swap to dark chocolate, 70% plus. Candy hits fast and disappears just as quickly. Dark chocolate melts slower, satisfies longer, and usually ends at 1 or 2 pieces, not the whole bag. Same indulgence feeling. More control, less regret. 12. If you eat ice cream, swap to Greek yogurt plus frozen fruit. Ice cream combines sugar and fat in a way that bypasses fullness signals. Frozen fruit blended with yogurt creates the same cold, creamy experience, with protein and fiber. It feels like cheating. It isn't. 13. If you eat white pasta, swap to protein or lentil pasta. Regular pasta is mostly refined starch. Protein or lentil pasta tastes nearly identical once sauce is added, but adds protein and fiber that slow digestion. Same comfort food, different blood sugar response. 14. If you eat mayonnaise, swap to Greek yogurt, or avocado. Mayo is calorie-dense and easy to overuse. Greek yogurt or mashed avocado keeps creaminess while adding protein or fiber. Sandwich still slaps. Calories quietly drop. 15. If you eat fried chicken, swap to air-fried or oven-baked. The issue isn't chicken, it's deep frying. Air frying preserves crunch with far less oil. Oven baking works the same way. Same seasoning. Same satisfaction. Different aftermath. 16. If you eat pizza, often swap to thin crust or protein base. Pizza isn't the enemy. Excess refined crust is. Thin crust or protein-based bases reduce carb overload without touching toppings. You don't need less pizza. You need better structure. 17. If you eat breakfast bars, swap to eggs or cottage cheese. Bars are ultra-processed convenience foods. Eggs or cottage cheese take minutes and keep you full for hours. One is marketed health. The other actually works. 18. If you snack at night, swap to protein-first options. Late-night snacking isn't always hunger. It's blood sugar instability. Protein snacks, yogurt, eggs, cheese, calm cravings better than carbs. Same habit, different result. 19. If you drink sweetened coffee, swap to unsweetened plus milk or cinnamon. Sugar in coffee turns it into dessert. Milk, cinnamon, or vanilla give flavor without insulin spikes. Your taste buds adapt faster than you think. 20. If you eat fast food breakfast, swap to simple protein plus fiber. Fast food breakfasts stack refined carbs and fats together. Even a basic eggs and fruit combo outperforms most drive-through options. Simple beats engineered every time. 21. If you eat low-fat food, swap to full-fat, smaller portions. Low-fat foods often add sugar to compensate. Full-fat versions satisfy faster, leading to less overeating. Less food, more satisfaction. 22. If you eat crackers, swap to cheese plus fruit. Crackers are refined starch with salt. Cheese and fruit give protein, fat, fiber, and sweetness together. Same snack window, better balance. 23. If you eat takeout, often swap to one ingredient upgrade. You don't need to quit takeout. Swap fry salad. Swap soda water. Swap extra sauce half portion. One change compounds over time. 24. If you eat desserts daily, swap frequency, not food. The biggest win isn't replacing dessert. It's reducing how often. Eat real dessert, just not every night. Consistency beats perfection. 25. If you diet hard, swap rules for defaults. Extreme diets fail because they fight habits. Food swaps work because they slide into existing routines. You don't change who you are. You change what's closest. Final takeaway. The best diet isn't strict. It's frictionless. Food swaps work because they don't feel like punishment. They preserve routine. They quietly fix blood sugar, hunger, and energy. If you eat this, swap to that. Do it often enough, and your body does the rest.